Welcome Never Betters to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan and this is Buddy Sherman. We are so grateful you're here. So today I've prepared a 45-minute power vinyasa flow yoga class for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we're going to move in and out of different variations of pigeon pose. The message is about being thankful and saying so. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push the bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after the best version of you today. If you follow me at Never Better Yoga on Spotify, we're going to go ahead and press the start button for today's playlist all together right now. Then come with me. We're actually going to take a seat on our mat with your feet at the width of your mat. So they're kind of wide. Your hands are going to go off of your mat, and then you're going to just start a very gentle right and left rinse. So there is no rush. There is no hurry. You could almost visualize your knees being windshield wipers that literally wipe away anything that could possibly not be serving you. So November, it's always a great time for introspection, often prompting us to maybe even release some of the stuff that no longer serves us. Kind of matches the seasons as they shift, the nature's cycle of letting go, just like the trees drop the leaves. We can literally drop some things that don't serve us and shed some layers. Maybe some identifying beliefs or habits that don't work anymore. In order to have gratitude in our life, we usually have to let go of something else. Gratitude and grudges cannot coexist. Now let your knees, they're going to rinse over to the left. You're going to pick your right hand up. Bring it around to the back of your mat. So you're twisting at the waistband. Now you can inch your fingers toward the back of your mat. You could drop both forearms if that serves you a little better. You could reach the right hand and keep the left forearm down. Many options, but breathe into the twist. So on the inhale, create some space, and on the exhale, see if you can dive just a tince deeper into the rotation at the waistband. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive in even a little more. Now, left forearm is going to be down. If it's not, pick the right arm up and twist open to the right. Slip your finger pads behind your right ear as your front body opens and bring your right elbow towards your left. Inhale, open up and expand. Exhale, dive back in on the twist, elbow to elbow. Inhale, widen the front body, expand the heart, lift the chest and lungs. Exhale, dive back in on the contraction. One more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, dive back in. Now, both forearms down And lengthen your neck as you shift your gaze to the back of the house. Walk your hands beneath your shoulders like a push-up yourself, and then come back around to where we left. So hands go back off the mat and go back to the rinse, just right and left. So just let the knees signify that cleansing, that purifying. The lower back, find some mobility moving in, just side to side. Now this time, tip your knees over to the right. Pick your left hand up. Take that twist. You might have to adjust your sits bones a little bit. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Maybe you want the right forearm down to inch the left hand a little further. So just breathe into the twist. You could have both forearms down. You could have both arms extended. But on the inhale, create space, and on the exhale, dive into that space you create. Take a breath in, even lifting up a bit, and then a breath out. Now, the right forearm is going to be down. Levitate the left arm up, and then sneak the left finger pads behind your left ear. Exhale, left elbow to right as you cross over. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, dive back in. Inhale, open back up. Create that Ujjayi pranayama breath sound. It's an element of whisper that you create. Last time, exhale, dive in. Now, both forearms come down. Visualize bringing your heart through the gateway of your arms, and your neck lengthens as the crown of the head stretches, forearms down. Visualize your heart coming through that gateway. Now walk your hands where your elbows are, push yourself up, and come back around to go ahead and rinse back right and left. So you probably already feel some more mobility into your body. Now let your feet plant at the width of your hips. So they're going to come in a little bit. Your hands are going to come in, thumbs in, pinky fingers out. Roll your shoulder heads up and back. You could either stay here or reverse tabletop to pop your hips up. Now lower back down, let your hands go back off the mat, cross the right leg over the left. Now rock just a couple of times, and then you're going to rock the sole of the right foot right off your mat. As you take your right hand, pull your left heel in, sweep the left arm up, either wrap a hug on this right leg or a hook. Seated spinal twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. You want to wring out the twist with your breath. The inhales create space. The exhales allow you to dive into the space you create. If you want more, left hand to the outside of the right foot, right leg crosses over, right arm reaches. Let the heart lift. Beautiful. Now come back, plant your feet again. Hands go back behind your body. Thumbs in, pinky fingers out. Roll the shoulder heads up and back. Either stay right here and work your heart up, or plant the feet, pick the hips up. Reverse tabletop, hugging your inner thighs in. Lower your hips back down, hands slide off, left leg crosses over the right. So it's a very active stretch. Flex the sole of the left foot, flare the toes out, and just get some mobility into the hips. rocking the sole of the left foot right off your mat. Left hand pulls the right heel in, right arm sweeps up, and then either wrap that hug on this left leg or that hook. Roll the left shoulder blade back, draw the tips of your ears back, and see if you can sit up even a little bit taller. If you want more, right hand captures the outside of the left foot, left arm reaches. So you're getting a nice lengthening on that IT band on the left side as it crosses over your body. Breathe. Now, when you come back to the center, this time you're going to create a diamond shape with your legs. So the soles of the feet are going to be together, but they're further away from your body. You can even inch your sit bones back. Now, take a halfway lift and then exhale. Walk your hands out and fold over your diamond-shaped legs. The soles of the feet are together. And see if you can lengthen your spine and inch your fingertips forward. Now pull your belly in, round and roll up. We're going to create a wave. Heart leads, go back down, lengthening. Wave, round and roll back up. Pull your navel into your spine. Inhale, expand the heart. So we want to be thankful, but we also want to give thanks. We want to thank people who do things that might not otherwise be noticed. Even the smallest things. Have you ever noticed the more thankful you are, the more good things that happen? Round and roll up, even at the grocery store with the checkout clerks or anybody who helps you in any way. Open and expand. You find out they just go the extra mile. The nicer you are, the more kind expression, the smiles, the thankfulness sometimes makes more of a difference than you will ever know in other people's lives. Paying it forward. Now, one last time, but this time you're going to hold right here. Gratitude has been known to unlock the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and even more. Now, as you rise up, sweep your arms, sitting with your legs in the same posture. Arms lift up, right hand to the left shin, twist over to the left as the left arm reaches back. Pick up the left arm, crisscross it over. Let your elbows go wide, pull yourself in, and then release as the right arm reaches back. You're twisting to the right. Now, go ahead and bend your knees again, planting your feet, pinky fingers out, thumbs in, roll the shoulder heads up and back, reverse tabletop. Now, when you sit your hips back down, crisscross applesauce style, step up and over, coming right onto hands and knees, right in the center of your mat. Let your shins and your ankles and your feet be hidden behind your quads. Round your back and tuck your chin for cat. Inhale, arch your back, tilt your tail for cow. Exhale, push away, pull your navel into your spine. Inhale, soften and melt. Exhale, pull your navel in, round the back, tuck the chin. Just a couple more times. And then we're going to go ahead and drop your forearms and do the same thing. You're going to find cat and a little cow. So we've got a little cat with the forearms down and a little cow with the tail tilting up, the back arching. Couple more times. Exhale, round and hollow. Inhale and arch. Last time. Exhale, round and hollow. Inhale and arch. Now, tuck your toes under, rock your hips back towards your heels, walk your hands right up your thighs, sweep your arms out and up. Lace your hands inside out, thumbs forward, pinkies back, soften your elbows, you're on your knees and shins, up and over to the right. Back to the center, widen your collarbone, up and over to the left. Now, tee your arms like goalposts, expand your front body, lifting your sternum, your breastbone, and then lace your hands behind your back, slide them down the back side, point your toes so you're on shoelace side, hug your inner thighs in and look up. Release that nice and slow, right back to hands and knees. Go chin, chest, belly, slither right on down to your mat. Coming into cobra, let the heart lift, keep the hips grounded. Lower your chin back down, tuck your toes under, rock your hips up and back for Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Now, pedal through your feet a little bit, shifting your heels side to side, shifting the side bodies, really activating that stretch between the ribs on your rib cage, those intercostal muscles, by pressing your heels and shifting the rotation of your body just a little bit to get that expansion. Then go ahead and lift your right leg up in your down dog. Roll open at the hip, bend the knee, flex the foot, spread the toes. Pull the right knee to the right tricep. Windshield wipe it over to the left. Sweep the right leg up and back. Roll open at the hip. Do that again. Right knee, right tricep. Windshield wipe it over to the left. Sweep the right leg up and back. Roll open at the hip. Now, right leg crosses over the left. Left knee bends a lot. Walk your hands back toward the left foot. Now you're at the back of the mat with the right leg crossed over the left. Standing pigeon at the back of the mat. Find that place of balance. Now, when you stand up, carry the sole of the right foot. Come to tree, Vrikshasana. Let your roots go deep. Let your leaves go high. Land the right foot next to the left and find chair pose at the back of the house, Utkatasana. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Stay at the back of the mat. Heel toe your feet all the way to the width of your mat. Soften your knees. Cascade on down to a deeper fold and connect into ragdoll. One hand on each bicep and then ignite that sway. Just right and left, that sway. Let the knees soften. Let the crown of the head be heavy. And then hold up in the center and just move your head back and forth. We have so much more choice than we think we do about what we think about. So anything that could hinder your practice today, whether it's any unforgiveness, any doubt, any offense, anything that's troubling your heart, any fear, any worry about the future and what's going on in the external world, just let it spill from in between your ears right out onto your mat. Now draw that attitude of gratitude right back in. Move your head back and forth. When you activate that attitude of gratitude, you actually find yourself operating at a higher altitude. Thankfulness brings more of the same goodness into your life. Release your right hand down, pop your right heel up, twist open to the left. Release the left hand down, lower the right heel, pop the left heel up, left hand down, spin the right arm up. Now, keep your feet wide, walk your hands right out, take yourself into a wide-legged plank posture. Shift both heels to the right, spin your left arm up and overhead as you lift the bottom right hip. Come back around, optional wide-legged push-up, come back up, shift your heels left, right arm up and overhead as the bottom left hip lifts. Come back around, hands are planted, drop your knees, pull your big toes together. Find child's pose. Now in this child's pose, a single-minded purpose for your practice today. Maybe just one thing that you are grateful for. One thing, it could be a person, could be a thing, could be an activity, could be just one single thing that you want to express your gratitude toward in today's practice. Once you seal that into your heart, rise up, hands and knees, go chin, chest, belly, slither down to your mat. Scoop your heart through the gateway of your arms. Maybe it's cobra, maybe it's up dog. Take your hips up and back, down dog. In your down dog, let your left leg lift, roll open at the hip. Left inner knee, left tricep. Windshield, wipe it over to the right. Shoot that left leg of yours straight back and then roll open at the hip. Flare your left toes out, pull the right hip back. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Nice and high. Windshield, wipe it over to the right tricep. Shoot the left leg up and back. Roll open at the hip. Now pull your left knee towards your chest as you cross it over the right leg. Really bend the right leg and then walk your hands back to the right foot. The left leg is crossed over at the back of the mat. You're going to come right into standing pigeon. Take your time. On the way up to stand, you're going to find tree by carrying the sole of the left foot to the right inner thigh, maybe to the calf. Get rooted, get grounded. Let your leaves go high. Breathe in, maybe even look up. Now, sit down into Utkatasana at the back of the mat. Take a brush and a sweep, and then stand up, open your front body. Take a brush and a sweep with a little bit of bounce, and then open up. One more time. Brush and sweep. Open up, breathe in. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Take a halfway lift at the back of the house. Exhale, fold back down. Walk back out, downward facing dog. Now, right leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Draw the right knee to the right tricep. Tap it high. Windshield, wipe it over to the left. Take the right foot, sweep it up and back. Roll open at the hip. Stay or flip inside out for wild thing. Bring it around, weave the right foot underneath, shoot it out, fallen triangle. Left arm up and overhead. Breathe. Left hand down, kiss your right kneecap. Step it up, high lunge, crescent lunge. Breathe in. Legs are on your own tracks of train. Open it up, warrior two. Turn it into stargazer. Heels in, toes out, gaze up. Hands slip onto your thighs for horse stance. Rock a little right and left. Now as you hold up, left forearm, left femur bone, right arm up and over. Pivot to the back of the house, right hand down, left arm lifts, modified revolved lunge. Dip the right knee, left hand to the right hamstring, arc up and back, exalted. Now, windmill your hands to find the second warrior at the back of the house. Turn it into stargazer, heels in, toes out, gaze up. Horse stance again, just a little side to side rock. Now, if the forearm doesn't come on the right femur bone, maybe you just keep your right hand there, left arm up and over, or forearm. Left hand pivots to the earth, right foot pivots to the front of the house, left heel lifts, modified revolved lunge. Dip the left knee, offer the right hand behind the left hamstring, arc up and back. Now, windmill your hands down, shoot the right leg back, three-legged high plank. Lower down, right leg meets the left, rise up, tuck your toes under, take your hips up and back, Adho Mukha, Svanasana, down dog. Left leg's on the rise, roll open at the hip. Inner knee, upper tricep. Windshield, wipe it over to the right. Shoot the left leg back, roll open at the hip. Do it again. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Windshield, wipe it to the right. Shoot the left leg up and back. Option to stay right here, or maybe flip. Left foot behind the right. Pinky edge of the right foot goes long, left heel lifts, back bend. Bring it around, left hand down, weave the left foot underneath, shoot it out for fallen triangle as the right arm comes up and overhead. Now shoot the right leg up and back, or the left leg, roll open at the hip. Kiss your left kneecap. Step it up, high crescent lunge. On your own tracks of train with each leg. Open it up, warrior two. Turn it into stargazer, heels in, toes out, gaze up. Horse stance, hands on your thighs. Take a little rock, even lifting the toes up, keeping the heels down. Now, right forearm, right femur bone, or just right hand on right thigh, left arm up and over, side bend. Pivot to the back of the house, modified revolved lunge. Dip the left knee, you know where you're going. Exalt it. Right hand behind the left, left bicep by your cheekbone, arc up and back. Second warrior, back of the house. Windmill your arms around. Back to stargazer. Back to horse stance. Side to side shift. This time, left hand or left forearm, left femur bone, right arm up and over. Pivot to the front of the house, modified revolved lunge. Dip the right knee, left hand behind the right, arc it up and back. Now, windmill your hands down, tuck the right toes, shoot the left leg back, three-legged high plank. Left leg joins the right, heart lifts, tuck your toes under, rock your hips up and back, down dog. Hold. Now, one breath, one move. Right leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Right knee, right tricep. Right knee, left tricep. Right leg shoots up and back. Roll open at the hip, stay, or flip inside out for wild thing. Bring it back around, fallen triangle, weave the right foot underneath, left arm up and overhead. You've got it. Left hand down, kiss the right kneecap, step it right up, high crescent lunge, stable and steady. You've got it. Open it up, warrior two, take your time. Turn it into stargazer, heels in, toes out, gaze up. Things are looking up. Gratitude has that way of shifting our perspective. Now, horse stance, it gives us the ability to focus on what we've got, not what we've not got. Left forearm, left femur bone, right arm up and over. Feel the pliability and flexibility of your body, the strength. Right hand down, left arm lifts. Right knee down, left hand to the outside of the right hamstring, arc up and back. Windmill your hands to second warrior at the back of the house. Turn it back in to stargazer. Heels in, toes out, gaze up. Back to horse stance, side to side. Now stabilize with right forearm to right femur bone, left arm up and over. Left hand down, modified revolve lunge. Front of the house. Left knee lowers, right hand behind the left. Arc up and back. Windmill your hands down. Move your body through vinyasa. We want to be thankful and say so. Be thankful and say so. Tell somebody what you're thankful for. Express it. Pay it forward. Those random acts of kindness make all the difference in the world. Left leg lifts. Roll open at the hip. Bend the knee. Flex the foot. Spread the toes. Left inner knee, upper tricep. Windshield, wipe it over to the right. You've got this. Shoot the left leg up and back. Roll open at the hip. Stay or flip inside out for wild thing. Bring it back around. Weave the left knee underneath. Shoot it out. Fallen triangle. Right arm up and over. Right hand down, kiss your left kneecap, draw it in nice and tight. Step it up, high lunge, come on up, crescent lunge, breathe in. Be grateful for your breath, breathe out. Second warrior. Turn it in to stargazer, heels in, toes out, shift your gaze up. Hands come to thighs, horse stance, bend the knees, rock right to left. Stabilize, right forearm, right femur bone, left arm up and overhead for that side bend. Pivot to the back of the house, modified revolved lunge. Dip the back knee, right hand to the outside of the left, left arm arcs up and back. Windmill your arms to find second warrior, back of the house. Turn it into stargazer, heels in, toes out, gaze up. Horse stance as hands slip on the thighs. Sit bones lower, heels stay down as you pull your toes up. Plant the soles of your feet. Left forearm, left femur bone, right arm up and over. Pivot to the back of the house, modified revolve lunge. Dip the right knee, left hand behind the right, arc up and back. Windmill your hands down, vinyasa flow, or take it out, just meeting back, in, down dog. Now, lift the right knee toward your chest, cross it over the left, Bend the left leg. Walk your hands back to the left foot. Standing pigeon, back of the house. This time when you stand up, left hand, left hip. Maybe right hand, right shin, or peace fingers around the right big toe. Variation B, left arm lifts. Sit it back into Utkatasana, back of the house. Exhale, brush and sweep something away. Inhale, open up to this day. Exhale, brush and sweep. Inhale, open up. Exhale, brush and sweep. Be thankful and give thanks. Brush and sweep. Rise up, open up. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Walk back out. Downward facing dog. Left knee right to nose. Cross it over the right. Bend the left leg. Work open that left hip. Walk your hands back to the right foot. Standing pigeon, back of the house. Steady and stable. Rise up. Right hand, right hip. Maybe left hand, left shin. Maybe peace fingers on left big toe. Stretch the left leg out to the side. Reach the right arm up. Release it. Sit into chair. Exhale, hinge, bend, and fold. Walk out, high plank pose. From your high plank, lower all the way down to your mat. Once you land on your belly, tee your arms out to the side, east and west. Bend the right leg. Bend the right arm. Propel yourself up onto the left hip, and then sweep the right arm up and back. Maybe catch the right hand with your foot. Come back around, prone to your belly as your arms are teed out east and west. Left leg bends. Left hand draws in as the left elbow bends. Propel yourself up and over. Left arm sweeps up and back. Open your front body. Gratitude can turn denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. Maybe you connect the left hand to the left foot. Come back around, forearms come down, heart lifts up, Sphinx pose. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, and a stranger into a friend. Lower your chin back down, come back up. Sphinx pose, let the heart lift. Lower back down. One more time. Maybe baby seal, lifting the elbows up as you press the tops of your feet in. Let the inner edges of your feet go long. Lower back down. Now, Shalambhasana. Hands come alongside your body. You could either lace them behind your back or just lift up to fly. Let your wings go back. Let your hands spread wide. Lift your thigh bones up. Gratitude helps us make sense of our past. It brings peace for today and a greater vision for tomorrow. Lower back down. Now, left arm reaches overhead. Right hand pushes you to flip you onto your back. Now you're going to be at the back side of the house, letting your hands slip under your hamstrings or lace with your knees wider than your hips. Then roll around on your back. Let your feet roll around your ankles. giving yourself a little massage in your lower back. Then reverse that direction, travel around in the opposite direction. Let your feet travel around your ankles. Start to experience the slowing down of your breath. Now, staying on your back, just take your right leg over the left, but keep your left leg lifted. Lace your hands under the left hamstring or capture the left shin for supine pigeon. Now, go ahead and plant the left foot. Rock the right foot off of your mat. Right hand to left foot, if possible. Right knee is facing up towards the sky. Tee the left arm and look over to the right direction of the house. Now, unravel and find supine pigeon with the left leg crossing over the right, lacing either your hands under the right hamstring or maybe the right shin, but open the left hip through the hip joint. And breathe. They say we hold a lot of emotional stuff in our hips. See if you can let some of that tension dissipate through your breath. Then you're going to tip over with the sole of the left foot planting. Maybe your left hand captures your right top of foot, and then twist your gaze towards the left. Maybe you tee the left arm. The left knee is kind of like a teepee tent facing up towards the sky. Now, as you unravel this posture, hug the right shin in and let the left leg go straight and long on your mat. Roll across for another twist. Wringing it out, letting the right arm turn into a goalpost and shifting your gaze over to the right. Now you could also have just your right arm alongside your body if that serves you better. And then you're going to reverse it. Just take your time, roll back onto your back, and then switch it up. Left shin in, right hand to the outside of the left thigh, left arm either tees or alongside your body as you shift your gaze to the left side of the house. Breathe into that twist. As you come back onto your back, bend both knees at the width of your hips. Plant your feet, palms down, head down, feet down, hips rise up for Setu Bridge pose. Release your hips down, levitate your legs out to find our way right into our final resting pose, Shavasana. So give yourself full and complete permission to rest. Just lay your whole body down. Let your legs splay out. Let your feet splay out. Your arms can come alongside your body as far out as you prefer today. And give yourself permission to rest. To breathe, to bask, and And to slip into that state of contentment, santosha. Knowing you have enough, you are enough, you give enough, and just having that knowingness that as you experience a grateful heart, a thankful heart, and you say so, the more of the same comes right back to you. Now, if you would like to turn the video off and stay here maybe 5, 10, 15, even 20 minutes, I invite you to do so. But if you're coming with me, just bring that movement back to your fingers and your toes. Just inviting your renewed, restored, grateful, and thankful self right back into your day, shifting over onto your side, knowing this, that gratitude and any kind of grudge or bitterness, they cannot coexist. So choose thankfulness. It opens the gates to bring more of the same. Bring yourself back up into your day with a comfortable, easy seat. You're going to sweep your hands, carrying the gifts, the graces, and the blessings you've been given up to the sky, up to the heavens, and then seal into your heart your purpose for today's practice with that knowingness that as we express our thankfulness, we say so. So be thankful and give thanks. Let that peace, clarity, and love permeate your being as you share it with your family, friends, and loved ones. Look up. Let's finish off with one Om to Home. Sip your breath in. Home. Now go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.